Hello everyone, my name is Prashanthi Kumar and today's video is on how to create a Google Cloud Storage bucket using the Terraform code. So let's get started. So I have logged in console.cloud.google.com, and if you go in the buckets you can see there is no bucket as of now. If you want to create the bucket using the Terraform code, you have to go to registry.terraform.io, and from there you have to copy the code and use it in your Terraform. Now to use this Terraform code you can use the VSC. It's a very popular tool. You have to go inside the VSC, create a folder, create a file, main.tf, and keep these files are here. So this will create a private bucket in standard storage in the EU region. Okay, now you need a provider. Why you need a provider is you type your code, Terraform code in VSC, how the VSC will interact, it come to know for which cloud provider you have to go and run this request for these services. For that purpose you need a provider, and it's a very good feature that Terraform can provision any resources in any cloud. I mean, you can use this Terraform, create a code, and you can provision the infrastructure in any cloud provider. So now create a new file, providers.tf, and paste this provider. So we got this one, main.tf and providers.tf. So in best practice, you can see here variable is there, then the value is passed in the main.tf. For the best practice, keep the variable.tf and define all the variable which is required, and then the output what you want to fetch, keep the outputs.tf file also. So here I want one variable.tf, and from there we'll pass the value here. So create one new file, variables.tf, and what are the variables? So we are not going to do everything here. We will remove the unnecessary, for creating the basic bucket we'll keep only these files. I'm not going in deep details for the bucket creation, so keeping it simple and creating the basic bucket. So this is the variable name, copy this one, put in the variables.tf. Then here you can type variable, paste the name of the variables, keep some description, bucket name, going to be created, type, keep it a string. Okay, you can mention the default value also here. If you are not passing any value, then you can keep their default, but I'm not keeping it default right now. Now this is the main.tf, so we don't want to put the constant value here. So we'll create one more file, and from there we'll pass the value. So in future, if anyone wants to create any bucket, they just need to update this file with the new values and just run the Terraform apply. It will work. So that file I'm keeping it terraform dot tf vars. Okay, here copy it and paste this here. And give some name of the bucket which you going to be created. So test bucket 007. So one variable is came out. Now the location. Location US central one. You can keep any location where you want to create your bucket, but once the bucket is created in this location, you cannot change the location of the bucket after creation. Save it. Now here what we'll do is we'll put like this var.name. So in variables we declare the variable name, and this name variable is going to pass here through the var.name in this variable. Now in location, since we have not declared it, let's declare this first in here. Variable location description location of new bucket going to be type string. Now save it, main.tf, then var.location, then we'll take this out also. You can keep this one because this is not going to be changed. We gonna keep force destroy equal to true for all the bucket creation in the future. If you want, then keep it as it is, or else we can keep here also var dot true, no, var dot force destroy, and save it. Go to the variables, declare new variable force destroy description force destroy value, and since its value is like true and false, it means the type will be boolean. Okay, save it, and here we can pass that one, force destroy is equal to true. If you keep the force destroy equal to true, then if you are running the Terraform destroy in future and you want to destroy this bucket from the Terraform code, then whatever the content in the bucket, it will ignore and it will delete the bucket. So like if you could keep it false, and if there is a content in the bucket, then bucket deletion will not happen. So keeping the force destroy equal to true will delete the bucket whatever content it have. So I'm keeping it true for now. So variable .tf is done, this is done, terraform tf wires, provider.tf is ready, and then this one. You can do this also, but we'll do it later. And keep the name here bucket 1. Okay, so resource, we are going to create this resource bucket and keeping the bucket 1. This bucket 1 will be used only inside the Terraform files. It is not going to affect the Google Cloud bucket creation thing. This name will be used to create the bucket. This bucket 1 will be used to refer inside the Terraform code. So we forgot to create one more file, that is output.tf. So in outputs.tf, what exactly you want to print after the bucket creation, you can mention it. So here output name bucket details, okay, and the value will be this one. So Google storage bucket, this is the resource name, this is taken from here, okay, the resource name, and this is the instance object bucket 1. So this, I told you this bucket 1 will be used only inside this. So bucket 1, so value will be, once this is created bucket, then the details will be stored in the value and that will be printed. You can keep some description also here. Bucket details after creation, save it. So main.tf is ready, output.tf is ready, provider.tf is ready, this is ready, variables is ready. So whenever you want to run Terraform command, you have to be in that folder where your files, the files which you want to execute, you have to be there to run the Terraform command. So cd project 2, okay. Now we have the code. Now how this VSC will interact with the Google Cloud, for that we have to make the authentication. For that there is a command auth login, so that your G Cloud is authenticated to use the Google Cloud, and enter. It will prompt you to provide the details so that it can authenticate the cloud login. Allow. You are now authenticated with gcloud CLI. Once this is done, clear. Now run the Terraform init. Terraform init will download all the required plugins, provider details in new folder, and file will be created. Once this Terraform init is finished, you will be able to see here some .terraform folder and .terraform loc.hcl file will be created. Inside that you can see all the provider details once it is created. You can see here. So once this is done, now run the Terraform plan. Okay. So Terraform plan is running successfully. So once you run the Terraform plan and Terraform init, after that you have to run Terraform. Before that, let's format this properly. If you see here, there are some files which are not kept properly. So if you use the Terraform format, you will see here some changes happen and it formatted properly. So these are the files is formatted now to look good. Now Terraform plan is done. Terraform apply. Once you run the Terraform apply, you can see these plus signs are means it is going to create this many resources. You can see the plus sign. So these many resources are going to be created, and once you press enter, yes, once you type yes and enter, it should create the bucket, but it is giving me the error. Project required field is not set. Okay, so project required field is not saved in main.tf. If you go in the main.tf, you have to mention your project ID, and let's give var dot. We are not passing it from here, so we'll keep it in a standard way. This project needs project ID. Okay, so underscore ID, and this variable I'm going to define in variables.tf. First you save it, this one. If you go into variable.tf, variable project ID, description, project ID, type string. Okay, save it. Go Terraform tf vars project ID is equal to what project ID I'm going to use. So you can find it from here, the project ID, and pass it in double quote and save it. So now save it completely. Terraform apply one more time. These are the resources. Type yes to enter. Now the requested bucket name is not available. This bucket namespace is shared by all users of the system. Please select different name and try again. So it's saying your bucket name is having some problem, so try some different name. So terraform.tf vars, where we pass all the variables, let's give some other name, 009, save it. Terraform apply again. Yes, and enter. Did I save it? Try again some other name. Test bucket pp 090. Number has to be unique. Again Terraform apply. Yes, and enter. Bucket name validation failed. Okay, you cannot keep the capital letters. Sorry, I forgot that. You cannot have the capital letters. Again Terraform apply. Yes, and enter. Hope yes, now it's created. See, apply complete resources 1 added 0 change and the output. Okay, so let's find out the name from here. Name is, see here. Now go back to here, refresh it. So you can see test bucket pp090 is created. US Central and restart default. Public access, not public access. Now it's time to delete the resource created using this Terraform. To destroy any resource in Terraform, using Terraform you have to use this command, Terraform destroy. So whatever the resources is created will be destroyed. Yes, and enter. Destroy complete, resource 1 destroyed. Let's check it. Refresh. Now bucket is removed. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed.